Number 1. Road to Heaven. It's not as comforting as it sounds if you know what you'll be dealing with. When we were young and are still not able to walk, we used to crawl to get to the places that we want to go. But what if now that you are a grown-up, they will require you to crawl on a special path to complete your training? This is one of the many exercises the Taiwanese Marines do before they finish their training. Road to Heaven is the final test of the 9-week extreme water and land training program. After doing all the extreme exercises, trainees must seal their training with the last stage. How? Well, they must bravely do the leopard crawl with a distance of 50 meters. Easy? No, because along their path are mixed sharp rocks and corals ready to tear off their skin while crawling. As we have told you, this is not the kind of heaven that anyone wants to pursue because after completing the exercise, most of the trainees are bleeding. For inspiration, the families of the trainees are invited to watch the last stage of the training. Number 2. Rescue training from a replica sinking ship. If you have watched the movie Pearl Harbor and the scene where they are trying to rescue the soldiers inside the sinking ship, you'll understand why such training is invented. This is the training where the US Navy recruit undergoes before having to complete their training program. This exercise helps them think broader and develop their skills in a rescue mission from a sinking ship. Although the training does not include a real sinking ship, the simulators do almost exactly the scenario by flushing 130,000 gallons of water in the fake sinking ship. Inside the sinking ship are realistic dolls that they must rescue while taking care of the missiles that might blow up in the ship. In their training, they must endure the heat, flame, and smoke for them to safely retrieve the dolls. Number 3. Bathing in the rancid pond for a month. Bathing helps us wash away the dirt and impurities in our bodies. It also gives relaxation to our tired muscles from a whole day of work. Did you know that bathing is part of the US Marine Scout snipers? But we don't think you'll be delighted to know what they will be soaking with. As we all know, to become a sniper, you must learn how to blend with your environment for you to become invisible. So that means they must endure dipping and diving in the rotting ponds and stagnant water. These trainees are patient enough to stay in rotting ponds that are slimy and smelly while wearing their ghillie suit. This training goes for a month, so the snipers must endure the dirty swamps to be ready for the combat. What a sacrifice! Number 4. Shirtless snow fight. Snow gives a lighter view of the world. Snow gives you the chance to make and decorate your snowman outside your house. Some of you may have their special memory during snowfall like sliding, riding on a sleigh, or simply snowball fight. In South Korea, snow means it's time for their elite 200 Special Forces soldiers to train in the icy region of Pyeongchang. These elite soldiers endure the negative 30 degrees Celsius in their training. You might be thinking we said it's hard because the air that they breathe is too thin. Well, not just that. While they are training, none of them is wearing a top. So they are literally half naked when they are training. If you are curious about their activity, it includes wrestling, gymnastics, throwing of snowballs in bare chests, tire hurling, crawling, and wielding of swords. Number 5. Eating scorpions and drinking cobra blood. Drinking is good for the body because it replaces the liquid that we lose from sweating and peeing. There are many drinks in the world, but what if they'll train you to drink blood from a snake and eat moving snacks? This is part of the practice of Thai Navy sailors to survive in the jungle. As part of their military training, soldiers are taught to capture and prepare a cobra to drink its blood. During an extreme situation where there is no drinkable water, cobra blood can provide the nutrition that the soldiers need to survive while also replenishing the body. According to the soldiers, it tastes like a fish. Can you imagine doing that if you are in their situation? For the sake of survival, why not? Aside from drinking blood, soldiers are also taught to eat alive scorpions and spiders safely by removing the venom. This exercise will help soldiers survive during a war, jungle trek, and during an emergency. Number 6. Training for chemical warfare. To respond with the threat of the national security, the soldiers from the US and Russian armies are trained to deal with biological, nuclear, and chemicals. This training involves medical management in treating physical injuries and psychological trauma. They will also learn how to survive in a contaminated environment by using protective equipment and defense. This training will effectively help in countering terrorist groups who use mass destruction like nuclear, chemicals, and biological weapons. Number 7. Breaking bricks or wooden planks using bare hands. To break things accidentally is easy to commit. But how about training to break bricks or wooden planks using your hands for your exercise? This is what the trainees in Japan deal with. To reach the warrior status, trainees must learn kendo, karate, and even samurai. The training requires core competencies to survive the training and be equipped with defense capabilities. Japanese are known for their discipline and passion in everything that they do. No wonder why their trainings are carefully thought and require passion and perseverance to execute. Number 8. Knife fighting. Knife is an essential kitchenware. Without it, it would be hard for us to cut the ingredients into small pieces. But did you know that this is one of the weapons of the militaries? Using this tool in fighting requires serious training to be able to survive in a combat battle. This exercise is not easy and really dangerous because you and your enemy are equipped with a hand knife. Most of the time, you or your enemy will acquire stabs and slash in different parts of the body. It can be brutal and bloody even in training because each of you must not contain their force. Combat knives are usually used by the trainees because it provides a greater grip and comfort when using it. So if you are an aspiring military personnel, watch out for fast hands if you don't want to get stabbed or slashed. Number 9. Jumping through a ring of fire. If you thought you can only see jumping lions or cars through a fire ring, wait till you see the militaries from the People's Liberation Army. This training allows them to maneuver on the war zone when the enemies are present. With this exercise, trainees must use rapid movements under the scorching fire. It can be used either for attack or withdrawal against the enemy. Each trainee must repeatedly jump through the burning ring until they master the technique. Number 10. Mounting gun underwater. Swimming helps improve our breathing control. It is also a good exercise because most muscles are incorporated when swimming. This must be the reason why it is included in the military exercise. In some countries, trainees are required to mount guns underwater to help them overcome water obstacles and improve their maneuvers. This exercise will boost their confidence in operations underwater. In this exercise, trainees will learn how to maintain their buoyancy while wearing or not full gear. They will also learn using side stroke, breaststroke, and travel stroke. Water survival will also be easy for them as well as swimming underwater. Most of all, they will learn to control their breath while mounting guns underwater in case of emergency. This will be done for a long period until they acquire the advanced skills that they need in the war field. We hope that you enjoyed our video for today. Now that you heard and had a glimpse of extreme training exercises that they do, didn't they inspire you to do a simple workout at home? These exercises may be tough for us who are not in their field, but to them, it is what makes them stronger and better. With every sweat they perspire and every muscle ache they endure, they deserve respect from us citizens because they are working for the safety and sovereignty of our country. So for their hard work, let's give them the recognition that they deserve. Salute! Which of these exercises have you tried before? Or were you able to witness the militaries while doing one of these exercises? Please share it with us in our comment section below. Thank you for watching. We hope that you can join us again next time for a more informative and interesting video. Keep safe!